Welcome back to NBC's Monday Night Football with your announcers,
Oren Maximov
and Keon, and we will be presenting to you tonight's Bears-Jets game. Now, before we went to commercial break, we saw that the Bears were up 17-0. Jay Cutler has been leading his team driving down the field.
Yeah, that's right. He himself drives a Honda Fit. I've seen him.
Driving means going.
Yeah, license plate A2.
Anyhow, back to the game. Jay Cutler individually has been driving his team down. Now, can he continue to do it? Can he? Can he?
Oh, you're asking me? Yeah.
Well, let's see. Jay Cutler's under center. He hikes the ball. He's jumping back. He looks left. He looks right. He throws the ball. Martell's is running. He catches it. Incomplete. Are you kidding me? And they said it was out of bounds.
Oh, I like it.
Both feet were in. There's a challenge on the play.
Okay.
We should cut the commercial break while they review this play.
That commercial is actually brought to you by Honda Fit. Come to your dealer today. Can I fit my schoolwork in the Honda Fit?
Yes.
Can I fit the Dead Sea Scrolls in my Honda Fit?
Yes.
Well, can I fit my ephemeral self-doubt brought on by my inadequacies at college?
Yes.
Huh. Well, then can I safely get my wife and kids from work after today?
No.
So come on down to your Honda Fit dealer. We could carry almost anything in there except for you, Maureen. You know what you did.
And now back to NBC's Monday Night Football. Now, before we cut the commercial break, we saw that Jay Cutler had thrown an amazing pass to Martellus Bennett, but they called it out of bounds.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
I disagree with it too.
Yeah, we should, ask them.
They're coming back to the field right now.
Yeah.
And the play is reversed. It is a catch.
Yeah.
See, if you believe, you can succeed.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's see. Can Jay Cutler score right now?
Yeah.
All right, let's find out. Jay Cutler's under center. He's looking left. He's looking right. The ball's snapped, and he's going.
Yeah.
And the handoff. Matt Forte's running up the field.
Yeah.
He cuts left.
Yeah.
He cuts right.
Yeah.
He cuts left. He cuts, and he hurdles. And he cuts left.
Wow.
And he hurdles. And he's left, right, left. Touchdown, Bears!
Great play.
Touchdown, Bears. Great play. Matt Forte scored. It was beautiful, but time for the field goal. Kicker lines up. It's perfect. 2 steps to the left. Step, kick. Perfect kick. Going. Left. And it hits the post!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no, that means.
But it means fact of the day. First, 18% of the time when it hits the left post, it hits the left post 100% of the time.
Do you ever notice how many pointless facts these announcers say?
But because it hit the post, that means now we have our post question of the day, presented to you by Virgin Mobile.
Okay, our Virgin Mobile post question of the day is you have to text 1 if you think that 100% of the time it hit the post, or text 2 for 0% of the time. We just gave you a hint. Text that to 12121212.
Yeah, it's one of 327. Absolute massacre. The only reason I'm watching is because football is so much better when you're high.
Definitely. The marvelous feats of athleticism, the strange intonations of the sportscasters, and the fucking fact dumps are incredible.
Yeah, who gives a shit if it's the 497th Monday Night Football game ever?
Guys, I know this is kind of weird, but can I pitch you a movie idea real quick? Never mind. I realize that's weird and totally something people do, like we're just in the middle of a conversation and I stopped to pitch a movie idea. Like, can you imagine a movie where a character did that? It'd be kind of like that Breaking Bad episode where Badger and Skinny Pete just randomly pitched that Star Trek episode. Kind of like a talent hub, like, imagine if Jackie Chan and Leonardo DiCaprio were in a buddy cop movie where, like, Leo's the rookie detective and Jackie's the more experienced cop, where halfway through, like, they wanted to go get the bad guy, but Leo just stopped to pitch a movie idea.
Come on, Leo. We have to stop Flash before he and his criminal organization frame the chief of police for murder and we kill your ex-wife in the process.
But Sarge, we've been kicked off the force. No guns, no badges, nothing.
Don't you see? We never needed any badges. We're good people, and that's exactly what the city needs right now.
Damn it. You're right.
So let's go.
Hold on. I know this isn't the best time for this, but can I pitch you a movie idea? Real quick. It's just an idea that I've had rattling around in my head for a couple days, and I have to see what someone else thinks. It'll take 5 minutes, I swear, like an elevator.
Listen,
Okay, so here it goes. So basically, it's a drama of a concert booking committee of a small liberal arts college. I'm thinking Wesleyan, but if their people don't go for it, we can do Vassar or Oberlin or some shit. So anyway, I want to do this like a made-for-TV movie from the 90s, super low stakes, but you watch a couple seconds of it enough times on cable, and eventually you've seen the whole thing. I swear, it's an untapped market. What films do you know like that now? Forrest Gump, The Waterboy? You've never sat down to watch them, but you know every fucking thing that happens. So anyway, we got this guy, Zach, right? And he's just sitting in a room smoking pot with his friends Eli and Paul.
The coach is probably wondering what the heck that was!
And I can guarantee you Rex Ryan did not use the word heck.
What a strange window to the real-life football announcers.
You mean the Rex Ryan thing?
Yeah, they just shared an inside joke about the coach live on air.
Well, they have to keep talking, so some relevant topics are bound to come up.
Sure, but that requires some serious prior knowledge. Monday Night Football is background literature. Guys, I don't know if it's because I'm stoned or what, but this kind of feels like a Game of Thrones episode. What's up? So, we told this girl she could book an act for $1,500, and then the act just randomly asked for an extra $500. We told them no, we can't afford it. I mean, we can afford it, but fuck them, we agreed $1,500. We come to find out the head of Spring Fling Committee told the girl that we could afford it, and she told the act, and now they're just asking for the extra money. No, you're right, that is some drama. What are you gonna do? So, the head of the committee wants to give them half, but this guy from our year wants to tell them to go fuck themselves. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm kind of siding with him because the head of the committee is out at the end of the year, and the guy from our year really seems like he has his shit together.
Yeah, I know the guy in our year, so I can definitely see that happening.
Exactly, and now we have to make this big show of force, like that's our money. It's so hard to send a message when you're high, though. I just said I agreed to the guy from our year. Sounds like a plan.
And then it kind of goes on like that for a while.
And another touchdown for the Bears!
What's that guy's name again?
I don't know, but now I'm curious. Look it up. John Gruden of the unfortunately named town Sandusky, Ohio.
That's terrible. They should just change the name after the Penn State thing.
Yeah, they could call it We're Sorry, Ohio.
And the motto could be, so simply not even Joe Paterno has any idea what's going on here.
So, back to the movie. The cool part about the movie is if people liked it, like in an avant-garde sort of way, of course, like they would be like, you should make that concert committee movie into a real movie. Like Machete and the Grindhouse double feature. But you know what I do? I don't make the movie. I keep the rights, I tell them fuck you, and I don't make the movie. It's basically the cruelest thing you can do to someone. Set up a fictional universe they want to explore and then just take it away from them.
How long have you been talking? I didn't get any of that.
Any of it, or just not the part about me being a huge asshole?
Any of it.
Fuck.
Hey guys, is this a game or the Bears just killing it?
Bears are winning, but hold up. Can I pitch you a movie idea really quick?
It's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, okay, I'm all ears.
Alright, so imagine a movie where a character stopped in the middle to pitch a movie idea. It would be kind of like that episode of Breaking Bad where Badger and Skinny Pete just randomly pitched that Star Trek episode. Kind of like Italo Calvino. Like, imagine if Jackie Chan and Leonardo DiCaprio were in a buddy cop movie where Leo's like the rookie detective and Jackie's the more experienced cop. Where halfway through, like, they wanted to go get the bad guy, but Leo just stopped to pitch a movie idea.
Come on, Leo. We have to stop Kass before he and his criminal organization frame the chief of police for murder and they kill your ex-wife in the process.
Who's Flask?
He's just like the bad guy.
But, Sarge, we've been kicked off the force. No guns, no badges, nothing.
Don't you see? We've never needed any badges. We're good people, and that's what the city needs right now.
Damn it, you're right.
So let's go.
Hold on. I know this isn't the best time for this, but could I pitch you a movie idea real quick? It's just an idea that I've had rattling around in my head for a couple days and I have to see what someone else thinks. It'll take 5 minutes, I swear. Like an elevator.
Listen, I don't
Okay,
know.
so here it goes. So basically, it's a drama of a concert booking committee of a small liberal arts college. I'm thinking Wesleyan, but if their people don't go for it, we can do Vassar or Oberlin or some shit. So I want to do it like a made-for-TV movie from the 90s, super low stakes, but you watch a couple seconds of it enough times on cable, and eventually you see the whole thing. I swear, it's an untapped market. What films do you know like that now? Forrest Gump, The Waterboy, you've never sat down to watch them, we know every fucking thing that happens. So anyway, we got this guy, Zach, right? And he's just sitting in a room smoking pot with his friends Eli and Paul.
Damn, that's weird. That legit. Can you imagine what a movie producer would say if you brought that in as an idea?
I could also do it as a play. Like, I'm in this playwriting class, I could do it for an exercise. What do you guys think would happen?
I can't tell. I feel like the professor might think it's brilliant, or she'd fail you. I don't know.
I mean, people would also have to read this super self the NFL game going on in the background the entire time, call it watching football, all super artsy. Like, just imagine if a room full of people were reading this right now. Or even if an audience was watching it, just let that sink in.
That'd be super weird. How do you end it?
I could just end it, like, bye.
Yeah. You gotta make it quiet. Like, wait till the football game ends.
Could do that.
ABC Sports, home of Super Bowl 49. Thanks you for watching this presentation
That's it.
of the
That's the
National
end.
Football League.
So, Bode must be your guy then.
Why'd you say that?
Well, you do that one quote all the time. What is it about sex and seduction?
Seduction is always more singular and sublime than sex, and it commands the higher price. Jean Baudrillard.
Man, you have that shit on your Tinder profile? He must be your favorite philosopher. I mean, it's okay. I have one too. It's Zizek. I love that insane man to death.
Nah, I'm more of a neo-Kantian actually. I just like both of those quotes.
Yeah.
I'm also a huge Borges fan. He's a loyal EM.
Never liked Kant, too much into absolutes. And Loyola EM, like a debate team?
Yeah, I can't remember their names right now, but there's this really successful debate team from Loyola Marymount University, and they do this super cool case with Borges. He talks about the story called like the Mirror People or something. It's this ancient Chinese fable about how our reflections used to be this whole other world that tried to conquer ours. We fought back with a sorcerer that sealed them in mirrors and made them our reflections. But little by little, they pushed the mirrors and tried to take over the world again. So basically, they use that to say, like, they're the mirror of debate. No one can make arguments against them, so they're just arguing against themselves. Hey, is the tea ready?
Yeah, just finished boiling. Give me your cup.
That looks great. What's it called again?
This is kava tea. Your body metabolizes it the same way it does alcohol, and when you smoke with it, it gives you this insane body high.
Sounds dope.
Hey guys, are we watching Monday Night Football? Oh shit, are you guys making kava tea? Can I have some?
Yeah, sure, grab a cup.
And welcome back to Monday Night Football here with,
Oren, William, Maximov.
and Keon is Keon. Once again, we have,
Oren Maximov.
and Keon. When I say Oren, you say Keon. Oren.
Thank you.
Oren.
Yeah, man.
But tonight we have the Seahawks, the Redskins, the Birds, the racists. Who will win tonight's game? Will the Birds defeat the racists? Or will the racists kill the Birds?
You know, a famous poet once said, Edgar Allan Poe, he said, quoth the racist, nevermore.
I took the road less traveled.
Yes, that is also Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes, but let's find out. Russell Wilson versus RG3. Who's a better quarterback? Who has a better halfback?
Are you asking me?
General question. Yes. Who has a better receiver? Let's find out. RG3 right now is under center.
Yeah.
He looks left because he looks right.
Uh-huh.
And then he looks left again.
Yeah.
And he looks right.
Uh-huh.
And he looks left one more time.
Wow, this guy sure can love.
And he has Deshaun Jackson right there on his right hand side. And the ball's high. And he's jumping back. And he throws the ball up. And Deshaun Jackson is running. And he's running. And he's running. And he jumps to catch it. And oh my God! Did you see that?
I sure did.
Did you see that?
Did you see that?
Do you know who that was?
Who was it?
Cam
Ooh,
Chancellor.
Cam Slam dance.
Cam Chancellor.
Band
Cam
slam.
Chancellor. Whoa! Cam Chancellor.
Lamb grandson.
Did you see what he did?
I sure did.
He took his eyes, put it through the thigh.
That's right. 2 eyes, 2 thighs.
Not one eye, not two. Oh my God, let's watch it again. Deshaun's running. Running.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Watch it like
It's Cam Chancellor, one of the hottest hidden safeties in the league. ball, you know, boom, eyes through the. Commercial break, I can't watch.
Okay. Our next commercial break is a little more soothing. I want everybody to close their eyes.
Please, everyone, close your eyes, please. Please close your
I'm going
eyes.
to take you to a journey, and on this journey, we are with the sun. We're with the sun today. And as you all know, there are various bodies orbiting the sun. You have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune. Pluto no longer orbits the. So we have various bodies orbiting the sun. We have various bodies orbiting those bodies orbiting the sun. And I would like to implore you all today to try new orbit gum in 5 new flavors.
And we are once again back here on Monday Night Football. Now, before we cut the commercial break, we saw that Cam Chancellor put his eyes through the thighs.
Yeah, we're talking Graham Hanser.
Cam Chancellor.
Yes, ham dancer.
Anyway, put the eyes through the thighs. Deshaun Jackson, though, is back up on his feet, and he's ready to go for round 2.
He sure is.
Now, let's see. Will he catch the ball this time?
I hope so.
Or will Cam put the eyes through the thighs? Let's find out. Article 3's under center. He looks left. He looks right. He looks left again. He looks right again. And the ball's hiking, he drops back. And Deshaun's running. And it's a long ball. And he's running. And he's running. And he catches it. Touchdown! Woo!
Yeah.
Touchdown, President.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love this.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Deshaun's injured.
Yeah. I can't tell you. This is the worst I've seen. Commercial?
Commercial.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding! Winner, winner, winner!
I like to gamble, baby.
Whoop.
But not when it comes to me car insurance.
Winner,
Subscribe
winner,
to Liberty
winner.
Mutual today.
Winner,
Just hold
winner,
a flick.
winner.
What the fuck did he just say?
That's hilarious.
But not when it comes to me car insurance. God, this is a night of quotes. First eyes through the thighs, and now this. So, I came up with a new villain for Bellboy.
This is that comic book you two are working on, right?
Yeah, this guy's called Soberman. His power is that he basically makes everyone around him incredibly drunk while he stays totally sober.
I like that. We can add him to the cast list for the movie adaptation. Didn't Dan text that to us today? Who do we have?
Yeah, so our hero, Bellboy, by day, a bell ringer in a church. And by night, oh shit,
What? I just got that. I didn't know that he was a bellboy all the time. I thought he just worked in a hotel during the day and was a superhero named Bellboy at night.
No, the whole reason we thought of this is because I ring the bells on campus.
That makes so much sense. How did I not put that together? Like Simon's Quest, what a horrible night for a curse and shit. I like it. But like, does he have 2 sets of powers? Like I get at night that he's a Batman-style vigilante with hotel-themed gadgets, but what about during the day? Does he have bell powers?
I hadn't really thought that far ahead, to be honest.
Well, he could have sonic powers, like he could turn anything into a bell. And he could carry hand chimes.
Fuck the hand chimes. If the average audience doesn't recognize them, we don't need them.
Anyway, that cast list, who do we have?
Yeah, so our hero, Bellboy, played by Ashton Kutcher, to appeal to mainstream audiences. Then his love interest, the concierge of the hotel he works at, played by Scarlett Johansson. Then there's Dr. Scott Higgins, master of physics and robotics, played by Christopher Lloyd.
Wait, isn't Scott Higgins the one that film crushes here?
Yeah, but me and Zach thought it sounded like a badass villain name. Higgins isn't even a doctor, we just added that part. Anyway, then there's the human nail, played by Steve Buscemi. And for Soberman, I'm thinking Liam Neeson. Because like, if you imagine someone just unable to get drunk, it's gotta be Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I like that. And that completes the trilogy. But, like, how does he defeat Soberman?
This isn't good. I thought it was bad enough that Dr. Scott Higgins and the human nail were both on the loose again, but this new Superman guy is a huge problem. I don't know how I'm going to defeat him. I can't even walk straight.
What did Pastor Janssen tell you?
Fuck, we forgot about Pastor Janssen.
Wait, back up a minute. What is a human nail?
He's basically a big ass hand. And like the different colors he paints his nails would give him different superpowers. Like the blue one would let him have water powers and the red one would let him shoot lasers and stuff.
Okay, and where's his head? Like, is it in one of the nails? Is it in the palm or what? Which way is the hand even facing?
Honestly, hadn't even figured that out. I just know anything that monstrous can be played by anyone other than Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, right. I get it. But, like, who do we get to play Janssen? He's an old, incompetent pastor we pulled from a Swedish variety show. Ideas? I'm thinking Luke Wilson.
I think he's too hapless. Plus, whenever I think about Luke and Owen Wilson, I think about them being related to Taylor's neighbor on Home Improvement.
I watched that one.
It's the one where Adam Sandler had the talk show.
It was Tim Allen.
Shit, I always messed that one up. I don't even think Sandler's done a TV show besides SNL.
How about
Janssen is gone. No one's seen him since he went to Burma to look for that missing bell.
Burma. We forgot all about Burma. So it's...
Of course, he went to Burma to find the largest bell ever created that went missing in Burma, now the Republic of Myanmar, sometime in the 13th century? But without his guidance, how are you ever going to defeat Soberman? You can't get anywhere near him, and when you do, you'll be too drunk to aim any attacks against him.
You're right. I was reading one of Pastor Johnson's old books about the techniques of past bell ringers. There's this thing called the vertigo state. But we can't do it without at least one more member of the old fraternal order of the bell ringers.
Okay, now I'm definitely confused. Fraternal order of the bell ringers?
Yeah, Pastor Janssen was part of this ancient bell ringer society in Sweden that was the keeper of the ancient power of the bells. There were 13 of them. When Bellboy was born, according to ancient prophecy, he was destined to become the greatest bell ringer of all. And one of the bell ringers didn't like that, so he left the order and created a series of automatons to destroy all the other bell ringers, which he did, except for Pastor Janssen, who fled to America with Bellboy and raised him as his own in the abandoned church tower, and where he started to hone his craft. But Dr. Scott Higgins is the son of the rogue bell ringer, come to complete the job his father never could.
Okay, makes perfect sense.
That's it. I figured out how to activate the vertigo state.
I'm going to what?
I need to teach you. You have to take up the bell so that I can enter the vertigo state. I can't do it without you. The only way to get close to Soberman is to not be affected by his drunkenness. Then I can find the one to same level. With the vertigo state, 2 or more bell ringers create an orb on balance that only they are immune to. This way, it can be a fair fight.
Oh, I get it. We'll beat him at his own game. But why do you need me? I don't have any special powers. I'm not a part of some prophecy.
But you have something more important. You're the one that helped me tune my frequency to help destroy Dr. Scott Higgins' robots and to get back everything he sent into another dimension with his black hole. And you're the one that helped me turn a pair of hotel bells into nail clippers to defeat the human nail once and for all. Can't you see? I need you. But it's more important. I think I'm in love with you.
Bellboy, I always thought so. I'm in love with you too.
That's it, that's perfect. We get Concierge into the action, pull the feminist crowd, make the romantic subplot wrap up nicely, and we get to defeat Soberman in an awesome way. That's the ending. But what would happen to Pastor Janssen?
I'm not sure, but I like this idea. That shit about the largest bell ever created getting lost in Burma is absolutely real. My dad pitched it to me when he was up for dinner. It's crazy. The other thing is we could actually shoot the Burmese scenes in Myanmar. They just opened up to the West, and I'm sure they love nothing more than a big American blockbuster shot on their soil. I'm seeing tax credits galore. I mean, I know a Burmese guy. He owns some land there. And I guess for the story, he comes back having found the bell and tries to reinvigorate the bell ringing order.
No way, man. It's all about downloads. Think about it. What's the best Star Wars movie you've seen? Empire. Luke lost his hand, Han got frozen, Lando betrayed them. What's the best Batman movie? Dark Knight. Harvey Dent's Two-Face, Batman's vilified, and Gordon has to chase him down when the city needs him most.
And another big play for Russell Wilson. He's having an amazing night.
Fuck.
What?
I don't have Russell Wilson getting murdered this week.
That sucks. Did you go early in your league's draft?
No, that's the thing. I didn't. I just wasn't paying attention to him. I feel super out of touch.
Yo, you just reminded me of something. Whenever Bush Sr. was running for office, he went to the supermarket for a publicity stunt. He didn't even know what a price scanner was. He was that out of touch.
James Carville has a way better story than that. He was running late for a flight, and he had never seen those big TSA scanners before, right? So they're making him get in one. He's taking off his shoes and belt and what have you, and he's getting frustrated, and he just says, "Measure my penis and let me get on this plane."
You have no idea what it did, but that's always my one first. So I know this might be a bit of a digression, but shout out to the human body. Like, it's fucking amazing that we can put weed and kava tea in them and we feel like this. Am I the only one who thinks so?
Yo, you are not wrong. Specific shout out to the pyloric sphincter, easily the most amazing part of you. Like, how does that know when to let shit in your small intestine?
I think the brain is the most interesting part of the body. But then again, that's what it wants.
You got too much.
Or maybe not enough. My fiction professor always says when late for an appointment, walk more slowly.
Hey guys, how's the game going?
I have to be honest with you, we were barely watching.
That's alright. Can I get some of that?
Sure, just jump in.
Anyway, I was thinking about Bellboy. Enough sitting on our asses.
created already.
Your dad. Over here. You know the rule. Left is law.
Oh, my bad. I guess because I'm left-handed, it's against my instinct to pass to my dominant hand.
It's pretty fucked.
What?
Left is law is just another way the right-handed hegemony perpetrates its subjugation of left-handed. Scissors, desks, now this. No wonder lefties live shorter lifespans.
I guess I might have just passed it the wrong way.
And then it kind of fades out there, and you're not exactly sure what to think.
And that's it. We never find out what happened to the concert committee. They just get sidetracked talking about other shit. And don't you think they'll get in legal trouble?
For what?
For using an existing property in your movie.
Shit, you're right. Bellboy, we'll never sign on to this. After that lackluster movie adaptation, those guys haven't signed on to anything. Speaking of which, I think that is a franchise that is really due for a reboot. Make it all dark and gritty, you know, that kind of thing.
Another one? They just did one like 7 years ago. If anything, it's too soon for that.
Look at the Spider-Man franchise. They rebooted that like twice in less than a decade. And if you don't think that there isn't a crowd of fans hungry for another crack at Bellboy, you're crazy.
Whatever. I wasn't a fan of rebooting Spider-Man either. Have you seen Amazing Spider-Man 2? Absolute garbage. We need to wait until there's a reason to retell the story.
Again with that shit, Sarge. It's because of people like you that good remakes get buried.
Okay, what's your favorite remake? Go.
Michael Bay's Teenage Mutant Ninja... No.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, fuck you, Sarge.
Oh, we have to get going. By now, Flask and his men are already on the move. Did you call our ex-con contact to get us guns for the showdown?
Shit!
Yo, update on the concert committee drama.
What's up?
So, the actors refusing to perform unless they get the extra tech. And now, like, we're too locked in, and it's, like, too late to go back on our word. It's ridiculous.
You know, some bullshit. Oh, shit. My bad. Wheels are kind of coming off here, guys. Let me see if I can get that together. Oh, fuck. I think it's broken. I think we're done smoking for tonight, guys.
Bellboy, do you ever think this is a bit much?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I guess I just wonder if all of the colorful villains and the melodrama are a little too over the top. Like, who actually fights a guy named Soberman?
I do. This is kind of my life. I don't think I quite understand what you're getting at here.
I don't think I know either. I guess this just all kind of seems a little too neat to be real. You know what I'm saying?
No. Like, do you think this is another one of Dr. Scott Higgins' schemes?
No. No, in fact, I think that Higgins' schemes are actually somebody else's schemes.
Oh, I see. There must be an even smarter scientist telling Higgins what to do. Higgins might be a robot himself.
No. Like, have you ever read any Nozick?
Can't say I have.
Okay, doesn't matter. I'm sure you've played a video game before, right? So what if we are the video game? What if someone just writes everything that we do into existence? Nothing we do would ever matter.
Of course it matters. If we don't stop the bad guys, they'll take over the city and rule with an iron fist. That's pretty objectively terrible, no matter how you look at it.
Okay, but what if the city isn't real then? Does it really matter?
I don't know about any of that. All I know is that if we don't stop Soberman, the city will be in danger. We can wax philosophical all day, but all I know is that there are people who, real or not, that are as real as you or me, who need our help. Are you in?
Yeah, oh boy, I'm with you.
ABC Sports, home of Super Bowl 49, thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
And welcome back to NBC's Monday Night Football with your host,
You first.
Keon and
Oren.
Keon and
Oren.
Oren and Oren and yes.
Yeah.
But tonight's game, we have the 49ers, the Rams,
Yeah.
the Gold Miners,
Uh-huh.
the Animal.
Yeah.
Who is going to win tonight?
Well, you know what they say. One team could win, but the other team could also win if the other team loses.
Yes! We have Colin Kaepernick. His throwing ability is amazing.
Unparalleled.
Unparalleled.
Yeah.
Not even perpendicular, but unparalleled. But let's see what he can do with Anquan Bolton and Torrey Smith on his right and his left.
Yeah, he sure is surrounded by players.
Woo, it's crazy. Colin Kaepernick's under center. He looks right. He looks left. He looks right.
Yeah.
He looks left.
And then he takes it back now, y'all.
One hop this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Cha-cha. And we are back. Colin Kaepernick under center, looking left, looking right. And the ball snaps and he drops back. And the pocket's collapsing.
Yeah.
He throws it up. And it's going up. And 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 up.
I'll be right back.
And up. 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 And up.
Hey man, you like
and up. 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 And oh my God, coming down. And down. And down. And down. Go back up. And down and up. And down and up. And down and up. And down and oh my God. He caught the ball. Oh my God. 2 yards. Wow. Can you believe that? It took him that long. That. What? 2 yards. I wasted that much. 2 yards.
Here. Cut commercial. This next one's brought to you by DeVry University. Yeah,
that's my alma mater.
Gian here was a proud graduate of DeVry University, who is now expanding their departments. We are cutting phrenology and alchemy in favor of neuroscience and chemistry. Yes, we're going 20th century now. We're expanding our facilities by 90%. That's right, 2 floors.
Wait. 2?
Yeah.
Do you have stairs?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no more ladders. And last but not least, more faculty. We're talking 4 professors. That's right. 1 for each department and 1 to spare.
I have half a professor.
I'm sorry, Pete. You should go back to the game.
Can you believe that? 2 yards. It took him 9 minutes to throw a ball 2. Get that out, Mike. 2. Better. I'll get back to the game. Colin Kaepernick's under center. He looks left, of course.
Yeah.
And he looked right. What a shocker. He looked left again. Wow. And he looked right. And the ball snapped and he's dropping back. Guess what? He's going to throw it.
Oh, he sure is.
And he throws the ball.
Man, I love this game.
And he's running. Anquan's still running. And the ball, guess what? It's traveling up.
Yeah.
And it's still going up.
Yeah.
But now it's coming down. And Anquan's going. And he's alone. And he goes in. He dropped the ball.
That was
Nobody was there.
That was
it was him.
You know what I say about this team, man.
What?
This team can't throw. And if you can't throw, you can't score.
And if you can't score, you can't win.
What the fuck was that? If you can't score, you can't win. It's like they say the most basic shit ever.
Fucking fact dumps, man. They always have to say something.
Yeah, eventually we'll run out of shit to talk about.
Guys, I'm kind of fucked on this ending.
How come? Flory's working so far. Didn't your professor say she actually liked it?
Yeah, that's the problem. She really likes it. I mean, I'm doing okay in the class, but watching football is the first time she's actually liked something that I've done. She said it had great comedic moments and was unpretentious.
Only she knew you.
Exactly. And we spent so much time on it in class. Like, they compared the false curtain at the end to all sorts of actually highbrow shit. I stole that from Looney Tunes. I have a meeting about the project next week.
That sucks. But it is pretty cool that people actually took your high musing seriously.
Yeah, but now I have to follow through on an amazing concept, and I've got absolutely nothing.
Maybe that's the conflict. The conflict to find a conflict.
I've tried that, and it doesn't work. Then you're just left pissed off at me, and you don't understand why I've wasted your time throughout the whole play. See, I'm teetering on a very precarious ledge here. If I make it too smart, then people will see through the whole thing, and it will just seem trite. But if I keep it dumb, then people douchebags running around playing acoustic guitar everywhere anymore. That was a huge thing at my high school, and now in college where you'd expect it, there's not one to be found.
It's because they're all producers now.
Really?
Yep. Ableton's the new guitar, and they all DJ every once in a while, like it's a verb rather than a noun. They're not DJs, they DJ. It's that same demographic.
Interesting phenomenon.
Weird. Ethan just called me. I missed it. Guess I'll call him back.
That is such a dumb commercial. Why would you want to turn everything you touch into Skittles? Also, the Midas touch as a concept is so stupid. I guarantee you the average person goes about 6 hours before forgetting and then gilding their junk.
Yeah, I can see that. I wouldn't even want to turn everything into weed. It's just too dangerous. Like, with great power comes great responsibility and all that.
For real.
Weird. He didn't pick up. Fucking hate phone tag.
He might just call you back. And why don't you just text him?
Shit, why did I not think of that? Hey man, what's up?
I don't know, man. You called me.
Yeah, because you called me first. What, you butt dial me? You're being difficult about this.
I couldn't have butt dialed you. My phone was in my front pocket.
Fine, you nut dialed me then. You check your phone log, you called.
So I did. My bad. See you after acapella rehearsal. Peace.
Bye. You believe that?
Oh my god. Nut dialed may be the best thing I've ever heard. Yo, it's exactly the kind of weird Seinfeldian bullshit we always talk about. I love it.
Dude, Nut Dial could totally be a movie. Like, some guy accidentally nut dials his girlfriend and says some suspicious sounding shit. She breaks up with him, and he spends the rest of the movie trying to explain himself.
Wait, I've got one. It's about the phenomenon of nut dialing and how a group of friends all nut dial each other in hilarious situations like Love Actually style, but here it actually does stuff like it makes relationships, makes careers, but it also like breaks people up and creates family strife. You know, nut dialing is a cultural phenomenon. It's all people will be talking about.
I was thinking about nut dial more as like a slapstick comedy. You know, people getting hit in the nuts, bad puns, the whole 9 yards. I won't be happy until someone's about to get hit in the nuts and they say, "This is nuts," and then they get hit in the face instead. Classic misdirection. Put that in the trailer. Nut Dial, starring Adam Sandler, coming this summer.
Yo, that would be critically panned, but I would see it. You know what would be the biggest slap to the face, or the nuts, as the case may be?
What?
Alright. We make Nut Dial, the Eli version, but underneath all of it is some actually highbrow shit. Like, my playwriting professor says whenever you're stuck with a plot, just make all of it relate to a fairy tale. Like, you know that movie Secretary?
The BDSM thing with Maggie Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, that one. The whole thing, scene for scene, is Little Red Riding Hood.
Really? That's amazing. I gotta rewatch that.
Well, there are a lot of reasons to rewatch that movie. But anyway, here it is. We make Nut Dial as a castration myth. Like, you know the Greek one of Uranus?
Please tell me more about the castration of Uranus. I'm so interested.
Okay. So here it is. Uranus was the first ruler of the universe. He married his mom, Gaia, and they put all their children, like the Cyclopses, on Tartarus. Gaia gave their son Kronos an unbreakable scythe that he used to castrate Uranus and take his throne. That cock and balls, by the way, fell into the ocean and eventually became Aphrodite. But anyway, here it is. We make that as Nut Dial, we've got a phenomenon on our hands.
Why do you say that?
Well, nobody's gonna get it when it first comes out. Critics will pen it, nobody will care about it until one day, probably on a Reddit thread somewhere, someone will figure it out, and then boom, IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic all give it a perfect rating out of respect, and then critics will have to change their stances. On the weekend of release, they'll be like, I knew Sandler wouldn't produce anything of value. He's still on his crusade to make every terrible movie from funny people, but he has outdone himself with Nut Dial. I sat through Jack and Jill, That's My Boy, and Grown Ups 2, and I thought we had reached the nadir of American cinema, but this takes the cake and shits all over it. I have not seen such a self-indulgent, poorly acted, nonsensical film so desperate for cheap laughs in all my time as a critic. Like, all full of hate and vitriol, but then, in the end of year or decade review, you'll see a complete 180. And then at number 1, or more likely something nominal like 3 or 4, the movie that had us all fooled. What we mistook for lowbrow schlock is actually one of the 21st century's greatest cinematic masterpieces. Even the desperate jokes relate to the oldest myth in Western culture. I think I speak for everyone when I say, Nut Dialed is a modern classic. I mean, people will have to admit that they didn't get the cinematic genius of Nut Dialed on its first viewing. A whole legion of liberal arts students and the culturally hyper-literate sociopaths they grow up to be, taken down by a film called Nut Dialed starring Adam Sandler. It's almost too beautiful for words.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's it.
What?
That's the ending. Something as unserious as this can only end with something even less serious on a way bigger scale. It's perfect.
Well, I mean, glad you find Reddit. That can't be the whole thing. Don't you have some hoops to close? Like, what happens to Jackie and Leo? What happens to Bellboy Bellboy?
I'm not 100% sure yet, but I feel like all I can do is just give like a few one-sentence endings to wrap up their storylines. Like, Paul, you won your fantasy league this season, and the act played the show for the agreed-upon price, and the guy in Spring Fling Committee got kicked off. Like, you know those movies like Animal House or Sandlot where those kids just got like a one-sentence summary to tell you what happened? Like Bertram, who disappeared into the 60s? What was up with that, by the way?
That isn't good enough. You need to leave these people with something. Something they can write home about. You can't let the play die in a couple one-sentence endings.
God damn it, you're right. I can do better. I'll just show the final battle between Bellboy and Soberman.
You'll never win, Superman! And your brother goes down! You're in the same mountain I've lasted a lot longer than you have!
You've got nothing on me, Bellboy. I've only been showing you a fraction of my power. And while your vertigo state is impressive, it's too bad that you never thought of anyone else having bell powers other than yourself.
Fuck! Concierge, any ideas?
I brought this hand chime.
What the fuck's a hand chime? It doesn't matter, just use it!
Very clever. I'm so proud of you.
Proud? What the fuck did he mean by that?
I think I know.
Pastor Janssen? But how?
Very simple. I knew that once I figured out the origin story of Soberman, namely that he was a Westerner that went to Burma, Westerner who sought a cure of his condition in Burma, then he must have encountered Pastor Janssen, who easily took him out and swapped faces with him. Like in that movie Face Off with John Travolta and Nick Cage. We were never dizzy at all, just drunk. We were never drunk at all. We were dizzy. He just wanted us to figure out the vertigo state on our own. But how did he know that we would succeed?
I believed in you. Both of you.
A bittersweet victory. Cinematically the best kind.
I'm so sorry he died. What are you gonna do now?
Not me. We. And we're gonna protect this hotel like Pastor Janssen and I have done for my entire life. That is, if you'll join me on a more permanent basis.
I don't know. I'm still not really convinced that this is even all real.
Not this again, look. I don't know if a bell-ringing superhero / hotel employee and his concierge girlfriend are a believable story. All I know is that I love you. Is that not enough?
I don't think it is. I'm sorry.
One of you seeks truth, the other justice. Your paths are different, but intertwined. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and entrances.
That's As You Like It, Act 2, Scene 7. Pastor Janssen, are you trying to tell me that you agree? That none of this is real? Now he dies. But so what if it isn't real? It's real to me, and that's what matters, right? If saving a fake city is what's important to me, who's to judge?
So, does that mean that you believe in our reality? That you believe in us?
I'm not sure yet. But finding out that the biggest threat to our city's safety was actually just a test from your missing mentor has somehow proven to me that this world is definitely more real than I thought it was.
So does that mean that you'll join me?
Oh boy, I thought you'd never ask.
Cut, print, $400 million opening weekend. Burmese Bell, Bumbles, Bellboy, and Pastor Japan's
Predatory predilections.
Perfect.
But what about Jackie and Leo?
I'm sure people won't give too much of a shit about that.
same ending as an old Scooby-Doo episode, and we still don't know what happened to the concert committee.
You know what? I am so tired of your negativity. It's so easy to shoot down ideas, but this is what movies are. We are willing to sit through long chains of predictable set pieces and predetermined twists, all in the hopes of seeing one grand flash of originality, just one thing we haven't seen before. Well, if it's so easy to come up with something wholly original, let's see you do it. Go ahead, Sarge, show me what you got.
Well, okay, I've had this one idea I've been, kicking around. It's called Nut Dialed. And so you have this group of college... No. This is getting completely Tarantinian. We have a job to do, and we can't waste our time talking about movies. We have a criminal to apprehend. Are you ready, kid?
I thought you'd never ask. Let's go.
I was high the whole time.
God damn it.
That's perfect.
That way, they never know if I was serious or not.
NBC Sports, home of Super Bowl 49, thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.